Hi, I'm Simon, the co-founder of Pobble, and I'm excited to tell you about a new assessment tool which we believe will make your life a little easier. As a former primary school deputy head teacher, moderation in my school was always a challenge. I'm delighted to share with you Pobble Assessment. Here it is. So today we're going to create an assessment file for Laura. So first of all, we need to find Laura's profile. So I'm going to click on the Pupils tab, View Pupils. To find Laura, type in the name in, click on Laura's profile. I've got all Laura's information. I'm going to click on the Work tab to see work previously uploaded. And then I'm going to select each piece of work to create my assessment folder. I'm going to click on the blue button to do that. I'm going to name the assessment file Autumn, so the autumn term. Okay, so I'm now going to click on my assessment folder, Autumn. So you can see, I know this is Laura's assessment folder. It's the date I was created and it's been created by Simon. So I'm going to click on the first piece of work, the autumn poem. So you'll notice this time, instead of our usual commenting box at the side, we've actually got a set of assessment criteria. For this example, it's the end of year statements for year 6. I can choose to tick if I can see some evidence, across if actually there is no evidence to suggest that this criteria has been met. I can also annotate. So again, I get the same set of criteria. This might be evidence, for example, that the narrative describes a certain character. So there's evidence of this. Put in a little comment, so good evidence. And I'm going to post that comment. You can now see that I've got my little speech bubble to suggest that a comment has been made. I've also got my comment here, so I can look back at this in the future. I can continue working through the set of criteria that's here. If a criteria is not applicable, I can choose to hide that criteria. And again, continue ticking and crossing or annotating as required. Once I've completed piece 1, I'm going to click in the bottom right hand corner and move to piece 2. I would then continue the process. So again, I can annotate as before. I can just simply tick, or I can cross, or I can hide the criteria. Once I've worked through all 4 pieces, I then want to return to my cover. So again, having done that for every piece, you can see that we would then build up a picture of Laura's writing, so evidence of where there is that criteria being met, where there isn't, or where there's just no evidence of all of that criteria being used across the writing. And I would build a picture of that up, perhaps on a termly basis. Now, usually in a school, we would then discuss that amongst colleagues, perhaps at a moderation meeting. What our new tool allows us to do is also to seek judgment from somebody who's maybe not in the room with us. So I can click on the plus. I can then type in the name of an external moderator or a colleague in another school. So in this case, I'm going to send the information across to myself. And click send. So I've now received my email from the hello@Pobble team, addressed to myself. Obviously for today's demonstration, this has come to my account. I'm going to click on the tab to moderate the writing. So you can see exactly the same assessment file I've just looked at, alongside the annotations that I've made and the ticks and crosses. So if I now click onto the Robin Wood brochure, I will be able to see what my colleague had already done. I'd also be able to see any annotations that they had made. You can see that's highlighted. It's brought up my comment here. Again, I'll be able to flick through the other examples of work, with the aim being I can then send my colleague a note saying whether I agree or disagree with the judgments that they have made. I hope you found that useful. I could see how the tool can be used to lead whole school moderation, connect with colleagues in other schools, and even work with external moderators. If you have any questions or feedback, let us know.